Can you hear me? Holy shit! Yes! Oh yes! Oh my god! What the fuck? Can you hear? That took much longer than it needed to. Yeah, I was just playing some Kingdom Hearts. Here, let me turn the microphone down a little bit. Yeah, let me just say it real quick. My voice should sound a lot better now. I turned the microphone down so it's not gonna like pop or anything now. Oh my god. Why was that so fucking hard? I guess Twitch updated something and I had to update my broadcaster to I don't know, be compatible again, I guess. Oh, and speaking of live streaming Kingdom Hearts, this is what I purchased. But guess what? It doesn't fucking work. So I can't fucking use it. I put it in. I tried to update the firmware, and guess what? Bricked. So now it's a useless piece of hardware. Absolutely useless. Oh, fuck. I had to go hang up the cat's towel. Well, let me tell you guys about this little thing right here. I know you guys have probably seen commercials about it. The Furminator. This thing right here is badass. This is probably the best $30 I've spent my entire life. This thing, if you have a cat or a dog, get a Furminator. You wouldn't believe how much hair is going to come off of your fucking animal. No, they're just going to... Aver Media is just going to send me a replacement. Let me show you guys exactly how much hair comes off of these fucking animals. Look at all that. That came off my black cat. All of this came off only her right side. And still more was coming out. That's a lot of fucking hair. It looks like a bag of pubes. But seriously, this thing right here did all that. And this was only off her right side. It's a lot of fucking hair. That's all hair that's not going to be on my floor, not going to be on my couch, not going to be on my clothes. That's why I had to get this. Yeah, I'm going to keep, I'm going to get as much as I can off. I mean, let me just stroke it real quick so you guys can see exactly how much you can get off in just one stroke. That's a pretty big clump with just a single fucking stroke or a couple strokes. And it's got a little button on there so you can just kind of push it off. This is the Furminator. The Furminator. It's fucking brilliant. Let me just grab some water real quick. I'm a little tired, but I wanted to do a stream. Let's talk about minds real quick. I just love manipulating minds. Yup, RXL, the brush, it costs a pretty penny. I had another one before. It was a black one. It was like 20 bucks. Didn't do shit. If it's not one of these, I'd say don't go and get it. I'm getting paid. No, I'm not getting paid to sell the Furminator or the blender bottle. It's just really good shit. That's what I got. Good shit. I can finally afford to buy myself some pretty decent shit, like a new PS3, couple of games, a media card that doesn't fucking work. Well, that's not. Let me explain something about that, Gaston. I'm glad you brought me back onto the subject. It's not the heartstrings that I pull to where I don't manipulate people that what's the word I'm looking for? I don't manipulate fans or friends. I don't do that. I manipulate those that I want to get a reaction out of. Those who I've debated. Those that I bother on DeviantArt. Those that I just made them contradict themselves. I manipulate them into doing that. Because I was thinking about it because I've been doing a little bit of manipulating at work. Yeah, like Black Bond. Quack Bond! Quack Bond! Woo! I wouldn't call myself a sensationalist. I'm a realist. I just put things in a way that those who understand what I'm saying and accept it simply do so. And those who do not like what I'm saying get affected in the highest of magnitudes. They just get they I don't know what goes on sometimes, but these people, no one just gets affected a little bit. They go and rage. They get really mad. And it's just to the point where no matter what I do on the internet, people will always be angry. Someone will always be angry. Excuse me. I posted a picture of some tacos I made for my girlfriend on Facebook. And a few people got mad about it. Like, I shouldn't have to explain why I'm posting pictures of these tacos. Like, I just said, oh, made these for my girlfriend, and they looked great. And someone's like, oh, you're turning into an Instagram faggot who thinks every picture they make is artwork, blah, blah. I'm just like, I just posted it because I don't cook often. And I'm proud of what I made because it was delicious. Because I'm not good at cooking. Is that all right? And they were just kind of like, yeah, that's a good reason. Like, why are you mad at those damn tacos? People will always be angry over things that I do. Always. People send me private messages on YouTube. I know I haven't been in my private message box in a while on YouTube because simply the fact that YouTube is fucked up now. I don't like looking at the comments. I don't like going into my inbox. It's just fucked up. Niggas hate successful black men. You know what, Black Bond? That's one of the truest things on the fucking planet. When it comes to black people, the niggas don't like the successful black guys, and the successful black guys generally don't like the niggas. It's like a constant battle between the middle and lower class black people. Now, I can understand, niggas are jealous. And like the upper class type ones think that the lower class ones make their entire race look bad. So it's just this kind of like, not necessarily racism, but they don't like the way the other portrays their race. Battle the blackies. Because I can tell you guys for a fact, when I worked security, not only did I look good in uniform, but I had a shiny badge. I looked and displayed authority and power. And I can tell you right now, most of the niggas didn't like that. They didn't like me. Now, ones that generally live there, they're usually all right because they know I'm just doing my job. But the niggas that were trying to gain access to that community, they weren't having me at all. Giving me attitude, giving me shit. Thinking I'm just supposed to just let them just pass right through. That's why they hose this one nigga down with OC spray. I don't know. I'm more critical of my own race more than any other race because it's my race. I want my race to be better. I don't know why so many people call black people of, upper pedigree self-haters. Well, no, we're not self-haters. We don't hate ourselves for being black. We just want our race to break the stereotype. That's all. The stereotypical black man is someone who don't got a job, makes kids, and is thuggish. That's the stereotypical black man. When you think black, you don't think good stereotypes, do you? No, you don't. But look at Asians. When you think stereotypical Asian, usually it's some shit like, calculator, too slow. You know, it's shit like that. They have a good stereotype. They're supposed to be flawless. They're supposed to be smart. I don't get some of these black individuals. They talk about how they came from such a bad area. They came from a bad city. They feel bad when they see kids get killed in these these gang violence and stuff. Yet these very same black people who are talking about how these kids are getting killed in gang related activity are constantly throwing gang signs up in their videos. You are still representing and making it clear that you are proud of your gang affiliations, yet you feel bad about kids that get killed with gang violence. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense. Usually ghetto Chinese people or even ghetto Asian people are funny in general because it's so out of character that it's great. Yeah, every race has their stereotypes, but generally I concern myself with my own race because that's what I want to improve. The Yakuza. The Yakuza's pretty cool. I mean, I see all the shit that happens in the news about, black people, and I don't think it's getting any worse. I mean, I don't think it's getting any better. I mean, to me, it's just, I don't know. I think as a race, black people are just going down the tubes. Can't keep a family together, making babies, ain't got a job, can't hold a job, drama, killing. And then when we do have a kid, we name it something ridiculous like Jaquisha or Daquan or Malik Quanaya or some kind of stupid name like that. Here's the thing about Tommy Sotomayor, all right? Tommy Sotomayor, he does have a point that, black mothers shouldn't do this, black mothers shouldn't do that, but he's concentrating way too much on just the black women. It's the black men and the black women that need to fucking get their shit together. I mean, goddamn, you have no clue how hard it was to go through my ban list. And I hated banning women because usually the chicks had some kind of stupid fucking name that was hard to spell. Look, okay, it's not just the black mother's fault. It's the black father's fault as well. Tommy Sotomayor, he's always talking about like, just look at the interview. Where the daddy at? You know, like he knows for a fact that it's the mother's fault that the dad's not there. What if the dad went and killed someone and got thrown in jail? What if he dumped her and ran off with some other bitch? You can't always blame the black women. I'd say it's both their fault equally. I'm talking about the blacks out here in America. I mean, I just, Black history, and just watch Roots. Watch Roots. Watch a movie about Martin Luther King. Watch a movie about Rosa Parks. Look how hard black people had to fight back in the day just to get a little bit of respect, just to be able to walk down the street and not have every eye on them, looking at them in disgust. They had to work hard just to be accepted as equals. And now look at us. now look at black people. It's just terrible. It's awful. My friends call me Django. Yeah, Malcolm X. Just look at how hard people had to fight. Sometimes it just disgusts me. It really does. And I also find it kind of strange that most of the people on YouTube and Facebook that don't like me and are the biggest bitches are usually the black ones, the adult black males, some of which are the thuggish type. I wonder why they're the ones that are the most outspoken as to the ones that don't like me. I've experienced racism before, but I like that. Like, that excites me. That's cool to me. Like, some old white guy calling me a nigga, I'm just like, yes. I don't care if someone is racist against me. I don't care if they're discriminating against me. That just makes me want to help them even more. Tokes. Tokes is mad because he was living in government assisted housing. That nigga Tokes was living for free. He had a free apartment. I could tell by that fucking, like, his little green door. I could tell. We had the similar doors like that over at that apartment complex that is security at. Am I religious? Yeah, I have Christian values. Some. My only vice would definitely be God's greatest creation, the vagina. That's another thing too. Religion today has completely lost its meaning. Just out the window, out the door. Just it's Christianity and religion today is a joke. It's a facade, a show, and a means of controlling people. I mean, it's always been a means of controlling people, but not in the way of educating them and showing them how to live a good life. It's more so to where you're going to give me all your money because God said so. Or we're going to enslave these people in the name of God. In the name of Jesus, I will lay waste to your vagina. I mean, let me just tell you guys this. There is nothing wrong with religion itself. There is nothing wrong with the Quran. Well, some of those religions out there say you can beat your wife up if you want to. You can force yourself upon her if you want to. So obviously, yeah, that shit is out the window. But the shit that we generally just see from stuff like Christianity and just like the Bible, it just says, don't fucking kill people. Don't lust after women. Don't, have sex out of marriage. Live a good life. Don't do this. Don't do that. That's all it really is. It's a book of parables and a book of stories to just give you a good guidelines on how to live a good, decent, clean life. And there is nothing wrong with that. But what fucks it up is when people take that and they use it to just completely bastardize the message that's in the book to control people and make, that people have used religion to wipe out Indians. They've used religion to enslave Africans. They've used religion to gather millions of dollars. And it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Well, what a lot of people don't really realize about the Bible is that the commandments from the Old Testament, a lot of them carried over to the New Testament, but there was a point in time in the Bible where they pretty much, God evidently said where, we're not going to do the way we do things in the Old Testament is not how we're going to do it in the New Testament. So from the New Testament on, that's how you guys want to, live out your lives, or blah, blah. Something to do with, the coming of Jesus and everything. But for some reason, people still take to the Old Testament for why they do this or why they do that. And it doesn't make sense.